Hey guys, welcome back to the Wild Wrestling channel. I am your host, Seth. Today I'm giving you guys 6 people who in 2026 I think can win their first world title. So let's hop right into the video. Play the intro. The first man I want to talk about is Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker, we've already seen him this year holding the world title after betraying Seth Rollins, and now he kind of inserted himself into the world title picture, as last year he was reigning dominantly as the IC champion and earlier this year. So now he's definitely ready to move up into the world title division, and at some point I definitely think he will win the world heavyweight title. He is such a dominant force, and being part of the division with Bronson Reed, that'll probably just grow over the year in 2026. I think at some point, as the new kind of face and leader of the division, he will at some point win the world title. So he has the materials, he has the athleticism, he has the charisma, the promos, he has everything that the world champion would need. And now that Seth Rollins coming on, he's one of the faces of Monday Night Raw with the Vision as the dominant faction right now. So Bron Breakker, in my opinion, definitely is a person who has a shot of winning their first world title in 2026. Next up, let's talk about Ilya Dragunov. Ilya Dragunov just returned in September and won the United States Championship from Sami Zayn, and now as a dominant United States champion, finally on the main roster, wins a title, gets this mid-card title, and I think this is a perfect setup for him, as now he can be a mid-card champion, reign for a couple months, maybe into 2026, and at some point in 2026, after he drops the title, he will have the opportunity to be a world champion after winning the U.S. title. So this is a perfect strat for WWE, giving him the title. Now it's just going to build him up, like Bron Breakker did with the IC title. It's just going to build him up to a world title, which I'm hoping he will get in 2026, because Ilya is such a good wrestler. He has a crazy amount of charisma and character that people just love, and he always finds a way to put on a great match, no matter if it's on a live event or if it's a main event of a PLE. He will do anything he can to make the best match of the night. So I think Ilya Dragunov definitely has the potential to win the world title in 2026. Now let's talk about Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu is currently injured after he got attacked by someone backstage on SmackDown. But before that, he was feuding with Drew and had a number 1 contenders match to see who would face Cody for the world title. So like Bron, he's already in that world title picture, as earlier in the year he was United States champion. So now he has just bumped up to the world title division, and he might be injured, might be feuding with different people, but by 2026, he will still be in that world title picture, and I think he'll be more of a contender and finally win the big one in 2026. I mean, Jacob is such a crazy athlete and has such great matches and so many crazy moves for a man of his stature and his size, but he is very loved by the fans, and like Ilya, just puts on great matches, so I definitely think winning the world title for him would be perfect, as United States champion, he was a great champion, so I think the world title, he would be a great champion with that title, so I'm hoping he wins the world title in 2026. Next up, let's throw a woman on the list who I think also could be a world champion. Let's talk about Roxanne Perez. Roxanne is one of the best NXT Women's Champions, if not the best of all time. Came into the main roster in 2025 and linked up with the Judgment Day, and has now been in there ever since. Kind of fell down a little bit, but she's still been up and down, competing for the tag titles, the mid-card titles, and she's been facing people like Stephanie for the world title. And I think by 2026, she will keep growing throughout the Judgment Day, and I think she'll make a big break and win the world title. Probably, if they did that before Liv Morgan returns, it would just add so much more to when Liv Morgan comes back, knowing that Roxanne was trying to take Dom from her and took her world title, that she wants to get back so bad. I think it would just add to a lot once Liv returns. So Roxanne would definitely make a great champion. She has put on such great matches in NXT, and I think she would do the same as the world champion on the main roster. So I definitely think Roxanne Perez should win a world title in 2026. Next up, we have the megastar, LA Knight. This has been such a long time coming. LA Knight won the United States Championship back in 2024. Lost it at the end of 2024, won it back at the beginning of 2025, and then lost it there. And ever since then, he's been in the world title picture. Once he went over to Raw, so desperately wanting to win the world title. He's been facing guys like Seth and CM Punk and Jay and like anyone he can. He's always been in that world title picture ever since. Is one of the faces of Raw, and I have a feeling that once we get into 2026, he's going to continue being up there with the top guys, challenging for the world title, and at some point definitely winning it. He is loved by so many fans, puts on great promos, crazy moves, has some great matches. In my opinion, he's a perfect world champion if they decide to put the title on him. So LA Knight is another man who I definitely think could and should win the world title in 2026. And last but certainly not least, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is probably the biggest guy on this list to win the world title. I mean, he has won tag titles, mid-card titles, literally everything, NXT titles, just like everything except the world title. He's been chasing it for so long. He almost beat Roman Reigns in 2023. He's almost beat so many different guys to get the world title, but he's just come up so close every single time. And I believe in 2026, this will be the year of Sami Zayn. This is the year he will walk out of whatever show he's on, World Heavyweight Champion. He will get that one world title onto his resume. Sami definitely has the potential to do it, and he definitely should do it. So I'm hoping that he wins it in 2026. He would be such a good champion, not just because of his character, not people love him, but people have just been waiting for this for so long. He has been so good to the company and putting on great matches for so long that he definitely deserves a world title reign. So I'm predicting, and certainly hoping that Sami Zayn will definitely get a shot with the world title in 2026. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and turn on that bell so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. I post every Monday and Friday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.